Hola and welcome. Now today is going to be the day where I plan the project, and yeah, it's of course, if you've just dropped in, it's a major project. I highly recommend you start the first video in the series. I'm actually going to make a special playlist for this project because it's going to be by far the the biggest series I've done in my YouTube years. Today what I'm going to do is actually do a teardown of this and do a bit of planning on how the project is going to be with regards to this thing here and what I'm going to do with this thing. But first, mostly it's going to be an exploration of this. In other words, just like open it up and let's see what's frickin' inside rather than the stupid faff. Right, so let's just open this up now. Before I start taking stuff out of it, I want to weigh it. Let's see how many grams this thing is, and then we'll compare. Right, so this is 3.316 kilograms. Okay, the reason I'm weighing it is because I want to see how it'll end up being. I just got this feeling that this is gonna end up, once I've finished with this build, this is gonna end up being heavier. I'm not trying to make it end up heavier, but I feel it's gonna be. So let's have a look anyway. Let's see what happens. We'll compare in the end. Actually, I'm curious. While we're here, I want to see how much Senor Sanyo weighs. By the way, if you wish to watch the restoration of Senor Sanyo, oh, this dude is definitely heavier. This is a beefy dude. Okay, so let's put him on the scale. Whoa, 5.2 kilograms. 5.211 kilograms. That's like freaking 2 kilograms heavier. Now the backstory on this dude here, the sliders are really nice. I'm definitely gonna use these. I tried opening this already. I have opened it already. That is because I did do a video where I took the footage of opening this dude. When I was deleting other footage to, just clear the camera card a bit, my autopilot just ended up deleting this freaking footage by accident. I was like, no! Kind of thing. So, yeah, that footage got deleted. Now, the first bit of footage which I recorded for this that was deleted, it showed me basically trying to get inside this thing because one of the screws was rusted up so freaking badly. I had to... That was wise. Okay, so basically what I had to do was, go into the battery compartment where that screw was, and then, drill the hole bigger, so it's wider, and then, come in with a Dremel piece that's like, just small enough, and then just like saw the standoff, sew it so it's like, it's set free then. So the back can like come off, because I couldn't get this freaking back off. That looks nasty. Look at the freaking state of this. This has been submerged. I'm sure this has been submerged. Why does it need this much rust? Why does it need this much rust? I mean, why does it have so much? What have you done into it? Okay, this is bad. I feel so icky. Look at the state of this. It's like freaking sheep growing in here. Sheep growing. Okay. I'm not going to throw the board away because this is good for spares. I'm pretty sure I can really mess around with the amplifier board anyway, just like experiment with it, so forth. Okay, this is good, right? I noticed this when I first opened this up. It's got its own board. So what I can do is just cut this. If I'm going to do that, I can cut this free. Oh, fantastic. Okay, I was hoping that I could just slide it out, and oh, this is perfect. Okay, I can have my way with this now. Oh, nice. Good. So that's good. That's already got a mount there, right? Alright, so first things first, this is the power circuitry. I'm just going to remove this because I'm just not going to use this, right? This is going to need a serious wash. Hope I can remove these battery springs. If I cannot submerge this because the battery freaking spring's going to rust like freak. Anyway, I digress. So let's take this power circuitry out, and I'm just scared to touch this thing. It looks freaking diseased. Do excuse my jumpy around because I'm very excited about this project. I've been looking forward to it for ages, and I'm just like, you want to do it? And I haven't done anything like properly creative for a little while now on my channel. So all I've been doing is recaps and system overviews and stuff like this, and that, you know, I love doing that, don't get me wrong, but actually creating something, creating stuff, I haven't done it for a little while now. Okay, now this thing is the transformer, right? The mains transformer. Most of you are gonna know this. For those of you who do not know, it is basically just something that gets the mains voltage, 240 volts, and then, you know, gives out, steps it down to like 9 volts or something like this, right? And, you know, you can get them in different forms and stuff. I mean, this is just like a standard one. It's nothing greatly special. However, the one which I've ordered for this and which is going to replace this is this dude here. This freaking huge toroid transformer. Which, you know, does the same thing, but gives out a really beefy, nice 12 volts and a lot of current. Yeah, so I can do a lot with it. So yeah, it's going to be a bit more powerful than it was before. By the way, again, if you haven't watched the first video, I go through all the parts, you know, as they're coming in, as they're arriving, you know. Oh, okay, hold on, it's got a screw. Okay, so we can just take it out. We can unscrew it, fantastic. No capacitors? Why? Why do you not have smoothing capacitors there? How are you powering an audio amp without having some... Ah, okay. Just capacitors there, that's fine. I was just wondering then, I was like, how they're free? Because it's gonna make stupid sounds through the speaker. It's gonna be like brrr. Okay, is this where the power goes in? Yes, it is. Okay, so the capacitors are here. Smooth and then capacitors. You know, seriously, this thing is starting to feel like a health hazard because of the rust and the dust and everything. I'm sorry, I don't mean to freaking speak in rhyme. No, I'm not trying to. I mean, the dust, the rust, and these freaking sheep here. What I'm gonna do is, I mean, it's 3 AM right now, and I cannot vacuum anything. So tomorrow what I'm gonna do is, you know, when I wake up, I'm gonna just vacuum this freaking entire thing, the dust off this thing, because I'm starting to like get a bit concerned about my health here. So yeah, it's 3 AM and I'm getting excited over a boombox from, you know, 1980, whatever year it's from actually. So yeah, I'm gonna click to freaking morning, yeah, with my finger. Let's see if I can do it. I need to dust it off a bit. Yeah. Morning. Yes, it is morning now, and yeah, today's I'm gonna like sort this freaking link out properly. It's gonna start with cleaning this up and everything. But first, I'm just gonna get myself some breakfast. It's actually quite warm outside and nice and sunny. It feels like it's summer already, which kind of excites me. Summer's around the corner. Normally it's unusual because I have an attic type room, and in the winter it's coldest, in the summer it's warmest. Hottest, I should say. Yay, okay, that's out. grease. Yuck. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is actually just get rid of some of these standoffs, not all of them. Of course, I need that one for the volume and equalization. I need these 4 here for the case screws, but the rest of these I don't need because they were for the mechanism and so forth. This is fine. I need that. So can I even take that out? Or is it sealed in? I hope it's not freaking sealed in. Oh no, it's from the... Okay. The freak is this? Oh, that's the needle. So we're here and it's another day and another beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day. And today there are no errands to do later on, so that I don't need to freaking rush around. I can just like chill. Because I don't want to rush around with a freaking Dremel here in my hand. Right, so what I'm going to do is just like finish off the, you know, the prepping of this. Okay, so looking at the back case, I'm just going to need like 4 of these standoffs or mounts or whatever you call them. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the edges, so it's basically just this, that, this, and that. Also, if you do hear freaking kid screeches, do excuse that. My nephews are around. And yeah, they can get a bit loud. And this is also the antenna, which, you know, is going to be scrapped. It's just broken anyway. Beautiful day. I love it when it's this bright. Okay, so I'm going to put earplugs in. That was pretty freaking loud. Okay, so what I'm gonna need is access to this this scale thing, because I'm gonna change the backdrop to it, and definitely it cannot get through to it here. Instead, what I thought was, you know, you can remove the back, but you actually cannot. The back is molded. You can remove the glass though. The, you know, the plastic perspex glass, whatever the freak it is. By just, you know, unclipping it. So I'm gonna do that first anyway, because I'm gonna have something custom 3D printed for this. Let's see if I can freaking remove this. Hope I can. Because I'm gonna use that. Right, okay, unless what I do, rather than removing the plastic, which I would rather do, but I cannot, it seems to be stuck solid. What I want to do is take the top of this thing, like Dremel this entire length, you know, down around here, and then just take the top off. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need a much smaller Dremel part for that. Okay, so let's have a look. Where's my... There it is. It's like a tiny... It's for cutting small slits or something like this. Maybe like for a slider switch or something like that. So I'm going to use this to cut the edges of this. Okay, now before I continue, one thing which I have been curious about is if these speakers, which were left over from this Signor Sanyo restoration, if they will fit in here. Let's hope they do. If they're not, I'm going to make them freaking fit in here. But they really should, to be honest. Okay, that's a good old speaker with that silvery thing there, which I remember from the 80s and 90s. Okay, but it's 2 watts. These are 2 watts each. It says maximum 4 watts, but freaking PMP or shit. So yeah, speaker technology and how it's evolved. 4 watts versus 30 watts. And that's rated 30 watts, maximum 50 watts. So yeah, the difference. Right, let's have a look at this. Yay, it fits. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm excited. Happy about that. Okay, let's put this back and keep it safe. Okay, let's just take these out. I'm going to use these for another project, a simpler project. You know, not going to be the screen there, so just take this out. Take the door out. Do not need the door. Yes, I've got it all planned in my mind. Exactly how this is going to be. So, I mean, the only thing that's actually going to sadden me is to cut this, which I'm not happy with, because these two things here are perfect. They're the, you know, this board will perfectly slot in there. Do you know what I'm thinking here? Do you know this part here? I'm actually, what I'm gonna put behind this, I'm only gonna need, you know, this much of it. So it's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be a battery level meter here, there's gonna be the VUs, and there's gonna be the coil meter scales there. So literally, I don't need to disturb this part. In fact, the good thing about this is that I can just, yeah, it's got 2 LED things there, which, you know, I can utilize. So what I might actually do is just start cutting from there. You know what I mean? So I'll give that a go, because I don't want to, you know, it's already a perfect mount there. Actually, you know what I think is going to be better? Is using the engraver. Because it'll give me more of a, you know, this thing's big and freaking clumsy. I've got earplugs in my ears, so all I can hear is my own voice freaking booming. Okay, so I've got the engraving part fitted here. So it gives me a better, you know, better control when I'm cutting. So this is my new light view magnifying light. It's really good, real glass lens, and you know, the Pro LED thing, Pro LED ring light. And yeah, this is, like, I'm so glad I got this. It's coming so useful, and it's so sturdy. Right, the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm going to hook this Dremel on here. They say that, you know, with Dremel, when using the engraving extension, to elevate it so that, you know, it doesn't, to prevent this from coiling, or, you know, to keep it as straight as possible. Okay, let's just put this part in here. Funny thing about this is the freaking plastic went around this and melted it, and it's made an extra freaking disc around this thing. It's an extra disc of plastic that's been made like a little tire. Okay, so that is done after quite an intense Dremel session. It lasted quite a while. My hand still feel the vibrations, especially this one here. It's like to the point where it's itching. Actually, it's because I was holding this and this was just like constantly vibrating, and I can still, my nerves are, you know, kind of overly stimulated. I can still feel the vibrations. It's weird. Kind of like feels itchy, but I know it's not itchy. I'm gonna stop scratching that. Anyway, yeah, so I've managed to, I hate that feeling. Anyway, I managed to slice the surface out. We more or less got this done. I mean, the major parts that I needed, you know, preparation on this, they're done. I've even smoothened the edges out and everything, lined that up. You know, it should be fine. I can just like, you know, coat that and paint it. Along with, you know, the edging on this. Okay, fantastic. I'm feeling good about this. I don't like the fact that there's like small metallic particles here. So I didn't actually mean for the Dremel to jump on the metallic part, but it did anyway. You just cannot avoid it. It's literally like millimeter off to the side. So I need to get myself a new one of these engraving things. I mean, this is not the official Dremel one. It's actually just, you know, a replica or whatever you call it. And you know what the problem with it is? I mean, it's good, it works, but it slips. Especially this end here. It tends to slip. And yeah, I don't want to, with things spinning that freaking fast, I don't want to risk. Many thanks to all my patrons for supporting my channel, especially to my huge supporters and top tier patrons: Electronskip UK, Axel Dominator, Robert Minis, Rich Gorbut, Bohan Wayne Mitchell, and Chris Sevlensky. Do see the video descriptions below to check out my patrons' websites and YouTube channels. Adios!